challenge bracket on challenge.com. It is 1-0 in Willard's favour. This is game 2.
Oh, flew to home.
Unless I am told later by someone else, no, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. But this we're going with this is game 2, and yeah, we have a flute.
And a small key to Ice Palace and Sanctuary. Well, early flute definitely helps out. Opens up quite a bit starting out, but you can't really do much anywhere though, so that's the only bad thing about it.
And the poultry as well. 8 bombs out of that, so if you had upgrades, that's what, 32? Wow, I can do maths.
Looks like Willard is trying to set up for the water walking, or no, just Houlihan room.
Yes, I've seen this before in other strategies where you decide I'm going to collect as much money as I can early on and get the Kakariko checks and the King Zora check done as quickly as possible. Also, Houlihan Room exit puts you right next to the house, so I think this is definitely intended by Willard here.
And we have early sword and early flute, so far the seed is being a little too nice. That means there's probably going to be some challenges up ahead.
Well, it does have to make up for the fact that this is All Dungeons Key Sanity. All Dungeons, as well as the 10 listed down there on the tracker, they also have to kill Aghanim 1 before Ganon becomes vulnerable. So we will see Aga 1 clears at some point.
And for those who are unfamiliar with Key Sanity, we will not know what each dungeon is, whether it's a pendant or crystal, unless we get the map or we finish the dungeon. The music in the dungeons will be randomized as well. And it looks like nothing much on the race ledge. I didn't catch the library, but the racing game apparently didn't have much because Willard just skipped right past it.
Kakariko checks underway for Willard.
And we got
apart.
compass in the mushroom location.
Yeah, the compass doesn't necessarily help. In Key Sanity, it gives you the number of chests that you have opened and the maximum number of chests in the dungeon. But most of our runners already know these numbers, so it's not as useful as the map, because the map tells you on the overworld map what kind of dungeon it is without you having to kill the boss. Not that it necessarily matters in this game, because all bosses are going to be killed, so...
And Bottle Vendor just had some burpees. Wasn't much of a trade.
And the chat goes wild. Less than 5 minutes, so we already have a duck on the loose.
And we got Castle Tower key under the well. And we got a map to Misery Mire. There's our second sword already. My goodness.
Already Master Sword potential for both our players.
So much going on in just the beginning.
Fisher Price shield at the back of Blind's house as well.
And since it is a normal difficulty, all shield upgrades, sword upgrades, and mail is available, so
yeah, that's gonna be nice. I don't think hard version of this or the expert version of this would be particularly enjoyable for anyone, except for our chat, because they get to see our runner's frustration.
Oh man, yeah, we'd all love to see this on expert mode.
There we have the aforementioned Master Sword for Makinx already. Oh, Willard's picked up his as well, so everything to play for. It's all good. We have 1 Castle Tower key found. That's 1 out of 2. You need both in order to take on Aga 1.
Yep. Aga Tower now has items instead of keys, so this could be anywhere. Or they could be anything, I'm sorry.
Chat is right to point out that Key Sanity normally is all dungeons anyway. With the exception is you don't have to kill all the bosses. And this one, you have to kill all the bosses, and you have to go to Castle Tower and finish that as well.
Now, unless it's forced early Aga, normally most runners will leave Aga 1 till after Aga 2, because you can take out Aga 1 then teleport right back to Ganon. Let me see, Willard going through the dark road to get the old man out of the cave.
Yep, already making use of the flute and travelling up Death Mountain, rescuing the old guy, and let's see if he has anything of value. Other than just giving him the mountain access point. No, 20 rupees. It's still
Zora
pocket
money.
change. Yeah.
I guess at the beginning, any money helps until after you take care of Zora, then it's really just meh. And Mac is going to go straight through the race game to see what's over there. Yep, it was just 20 rupees.
It's going to opt to take it though. Not having visited the Houlihan room, any money is good money. Right
And we
now.
got Ether on top of Paradox Cave. Or I'm sorry, now my mind went blank. I just forgot the name of the cave. Pinnacle Rock.
Spectacle Rock.
Spectacle
yes.
Rock. I was getting there.
A piece of heart, and then the hint tile not reasonably useful. Money is held by someone friendly. That could be, well, anyone that you speak to.
And we already found money from the bottle vendor. And looks like we're going to get a look at the dam while Willard goes and checks Uncle. And just 20 rupees. So Willard will be getting his Master Sword here very shortly. And under the dam today, we have a key down by dropped.
Palace of Darkness, small key.
So we have 8 bombs on one pull, tree pull, and 5 arrows on another. So there's our pulls for the day. So if they need bombs or arrows, they know where to get them.
We have Willard opting to go right into the back and doing the start of the escape sequence. Makinx checking off his 5 chests here in the Mini Moldorm Cave. Thieves Town, Spore Key, that's the only one that you need there. A heart container, half magic, and the red boomerang.
Half magic this early is definitely going to be nice. Red boomerang, well, if you like sparkles and lag, sure.
It's the best boomerang until you get any other boomerang and or hookshot in the game.
Yeah, at least it'll stun enemies. That'll help out with these crabs up here if they get too close. Of course, with the Master Sword, it really doesn't matter. But he's got to watch, because one more hit from those crabs and it's over.
2 hearts of damage and most overworld damage for the light world enemies. It's painful when you get hit by them and you've only got green armor.
And just some bombs there for Willard, and Desert Palace Big Key for Mac and Ice Rock Cavern.
That's a nice find.
It'll definitely help him run through and take care of Thieves Town pretty easily. Or, I'm sorry, Desert. And you find that one small key and they'll be good to go.
Escorting the old man while Willard is now sorting out the maiden chest. Only 10 arrows.
Man, not too much in the ways of progression as of right now. I mean, with the early Master Sword, you find that lamp. That's going to pretty much tell you Aga is needed early on. Find that lamp and that moon pearl.
Willard going to opt for the intentional death to get him back up to the castle entrance as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, Makinx headed over to the desert area. Only bombs on the desert ledge. We'll have to see what Ajinar has.
Yeah, doing a gate of this early check is actually pretty good with the flute. Just get you over here quickly. I'm guessing next stop might be over at Eastern Palace area, but it looks like Willard is going to opt to go ahead and up the castle tower. He's got one key, so we'll see what the first chest holds. Actually, we can get both chests, I believe. Oh, Turtle Rock big key. That's nice to have.
The map of Eastern Palace puts Eastern on the overworld map. We'll be able to check what it is. Maybe. Possibly. Meanwhile, Darkroom continuation. Willard now is climbing up the tower inside Aga's tower without the lamp. Dangerous. I would definitely get lost in here.
And Mike is heading over to the eastern area. And just a compass for the eastern in the second chest.
Map and compass for Eastern Palace, both inside Aga Tower. Okay.
Hey, we can find the boss now, and we can see what it is.
Shabadu's hut, 3 items here. Single penny, piece of heart, and the hammer. Ooh.
Nice. Did you say Shepady?
Shabadu, yeah.
Shepadu. Oh, I like that one. I haven't heard of that one before. Well, now they're just 2 items away from Dark World access.
I think the significant one is going to be finding out where these grey gloves are, and they can definitely do more things once they have that, but yeah, Moonpearl is concerning right now. I still haven't found it.
And looks like we're gonna see what Eastern Palace holds for us. And the first chest we have, oh, whoop, there's the Moon Pearl. Now all we need is the gloves, and we got our Dark World access.
Yeah, we don't have to be concerned anymore. We found it.
And Willard decides to take a dip down the hole.
I saw something shiny down there.
Just what he's wanting. And those shinies are dangerous. Ooh, there's our desert. Actually, with Master Sword, we can get the mirrors or tablets too.
Yeah, sometimes the book is a loaded item, but right now, all the book locations are pretty good to check, so this could be a waypoint later.
Find that glove, and desert at least be beatable, not fully completable, but you can beat it. Oh, we need fire too, that's right.
Yeah, we'll need fire and boots for a complete clear of desert. But for right now, oh, hint tile. The lamp needs fire in Tower of Hera. Oh!
So I guess we'll need to find the fire rod first.
Yeah,
fire to
rod.
get fire. Oh, that's an interesting little, that's a good hint though, at least.
Yeah, that is a massive hint.
You know,
if you don't want to pick up the lamp, that means you know that all your fire access is going to be provided with the fire rod.
Yeah, so lamp would be, you find the fire rod and get your Tower of Hera access, it'll at least be helpful in these dark rooms, make them a little bit quicker. But as we can see, Mac and Willard have been showing these dark rooms with ease. Did not catch that map check, but
It looked like a pendant to me, but I'm debating whether it was blue or green. I think it was green.
yep, according to Restream, that was a green pendant on Eastern.
Is
So we
this
got
game
a-
even randomized?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Willard just picking up his hammer now, and I assume that he's just going to go straight into the back of Eastern as well and get as many items from there as possible.
And Mac's gonna take that book straight to desert and try to see if the fire rod or something is inside desert. Kind of running out of places in Light World to check.
Big key for Desert Palace is good, it's a nice item to have, but you do want a small key in here as well to be able to check the rest of these locations. And you're hoping as well that you don't necessarily need the boots, but as every location is valuable in key sanity, it might not go your way.
Blue mail so far in desert. It's not great, but it's helpful. And it looks like it's the hat color. A piece of hearts and a big chest of swamp, so we won't have to worry about that.
The good news is that torch is not required immediately as well. 3 bombs is neither here nor there.
Is this our progression? Big key of Eastern. Well, you know, don't do us no good without the arrows. Or the bow.
So one big key leads to another. Now, that makes Eastern completable. As well as being able to check what's in the big chest, you can get all the way to the boss. Obviously, you would need the lamp, but our runners are okay to do those dark rooms most of the time.
With the big key in desert, is that going to be maybe a vanilla bow in Eastern?
I don't know. I'm just looking at this and seeing how the Light World Dungeons are playing ping pong with each other right now.
Yeah.
Go to one location, grab a key from there, go to the next location, grab a key, and go back to the first one. It all seems...
Well, you know, we were talking before the match about double and triple dips in the dungeons, and so far that's the way it's looking.
Makinx is now going to escape and sorting out all these chests, whilst Willard is plowing on through and getting through the dark rooms, and is headed towards the big key chest in Eastern Palace.
Answering a question in chat, yes, that did say that the lamp is fire locked.
The game logically wants you to have the fire rod before heading into Tower of Hera before you can get your lamp. So you're probably going to see a lot of sequence breaking because our runners don't want to wait around before having the lamp to do all these dark rooms.
So far, it wants you to go into Eastern, get the book, go to desert, get the big key, and then from there go back to Eastern maybe to find your progression, because as we know, there's no progression logically anywhere else so far.
Desert check and Agenar's Cave coming out now for Willard, but he's going to couple this with going into Desert Palace as well.
Yeah, it made it a little bit better for him to go to Eastern first, so that way he didn't have to come back over here, but we'll see how things go now. Makinx is probably going to go check Pinnacle Rock.
Big key for Turtle Rock coming out for Willard. Makinx dodging those boulders. Oh!
Almost.
The last one had to be a troll.
Yeah, that was payback for all the other ones missing.
begs the question, though. You climb up the mountain and all these rocks are falling down on top of you. When you get up there are no rocks falling anymore. So who is it that's throwing all those rocks down on top of you?
I was the old man. He had to hurry up and run back home before you can catch him. He didn't want anybody to know that his secret, that he's still pretty strong. Mac trying to figure out where to go next. He hates to do it. Everybody would hate to do it, but pretty much the only choice now is to go right back into Eastern.
I don't think he's explored up the tower just yet, so he may be considering peeking into Aghanim's tower and then reconsidering about going back to Eastern.
Because without bombs, without the glove, you can't get to the back of escape just yet, so thinking just from us knowing, it looks like Eastern Big Chest is the only thing left to do.
Willard still hasn't picked up the Desert Palace big key. Had to leave Desert Palace and it's now headed over to Ice Rod Cave.
Now they'll get their key, and I'm expecting a possible sequence break to fake flipper and check some things around. With the Moon Pearl, they can get to the Waterfall Cave at least and check the chest in there.
Yeah, Makinx taking a save quit to consult the map, I believe, and will... No, never mind. Just fluting away.
Back to Eastern.
Just going straight in, doesn't care whether it's...
Yeah, without the glove, I think it might have been about the same amount of time just to walk into the house. I'm not sure. Yep, and Willard's doing the fake flipper, so we'll see what's hiding up here. Not enough for Zori yet, but at least check these chests.
Converting the fake flipper into a walk on water. And we can come back in to check these two chests here. Small key for castle.
Yeah, there's your second castle if you want to go ahead and get the Dark World.
I think that might be the key to go into the back of the escape, actually.
You know what that is, right? Yeah. Howell Castle, or Howell, yeah. So and we got another key up there.
On the ledge. Ooh. So now you're either hoping for flippers or boots, and then you can glitch and get that key.
Yeah, and chat's being mean, talking about the small key and for Desert Palace and the Eastern Palace big key chest, or the big chest, so that would be mean.
Yeah, simmer down, chat. That's just being rude.
We haven't even got 30 minutes in and already asking for the worst, which I can't really complain because that would be interesting to see. But
they're already getting an IO flippers.
Well, and there's the gloves. So as soon as Willard gets his flippers, then the gloves will be in logic. So now we have our Dark World access. Well, at least we finally found progression in basically the last place we can go. Willard is going into the back of escape, but yeah, that's right. Willard did get the key for Royal Castle, so they'll be able to go through the dark area and
go through it
check out that chest
and get the chest. And his knowledge of the dark rooms, not having the lamp is not going to be a handicap. That's a hook shot.
Hook shot. Well, that just opens up a few more things for us.
Yeah, I like that.
It's 7 checks over on Death Mountain, I believe. And with the hammer, they can get into Tower of Hera now as well.
Yeah, they've got the 7 from Paradox, they've got the 1 in Spiral Cave, they have Master Sword and Book for Ether Tablet, they have the 2 items plus Normally it's 2 items, but it could be anything in Tower of Hera right now with the keys
Yes.
randomized.
So now it's without the big key. It's what 2 checks without the big key and no fire.
You also get a hint tile in the lobby as well. So yeah, Death Mountain is going to be loaded coming up very soon.
Yeah, the game was going nowhere. Now we're opened up pretty wide now.
Makinx is not going to be able to get Zora right now with only 260 rupees, but he is going to go all the way round to the ledge and pick up that spore key as well. We'll be able to find out what this one is, which Willard left behind.
Now, without having enough rupees for Zoro right now, I might wait till later. Oh, we got a red pendant on Meyer. But might wait till later to see Catfish with the mirror and routing Zoro with him at the same time. Unless they're stuck and Zoro's the last choice.
Now the key is for Palace of Darkness. That's 2 now. You want a large quantity before going in there, because the keys are very valuable.
I think you can get through it with 3, maybe 4 keys. Speaking of mirror, there's mirror in Hype Cave, and with it being the mirror, I'd say it's probably an 8 out of 10 height.
And the map for Thieves Town, getting to check another location.
But as I was saying, I think with the glitches, the hammer yumps, and whatnot, I think you can get around with 3 or 4 keys in pod and be able to fully clear it. Not logically, but yeah.
It is still a pain though when you know I've got 1 key, I've got 2 locations, I've got to push through and hope that I get a key back in return or I get something out of it, and then it's like, yeah, here's 20 rupees. Thanks, game. That's incredibly what I wanted right now.
Oh, Temper Sword already at Stumpy. It looks like Makinx is hot on Willard's trail right now, so Makinx is right behind him.
Yeah, Thieves Town map and mirror for you as well. Using the mirror as well. K45 gives a big key to Willard, and it is for Palace of Darkness.
And chat, someone's saying in chat that 4 keys for pod. So you get 1 more key with the potion glitch. If you don't have the bow, you can at least get through and check some more. And there's the Cane of Samaria.
Cane of Samaria, that's going to be big for Mire and Turtle Rock. 100% required. Got a digging game for Willard. He's getting loads of money out of this. And the prize was 20 rupees too, so...
Oh, almost enough for Zora. Now with those 5 and 1 drops, need some more 20 drops. I'm not getting it, and he says, nope, screw it, I'm gone. Well, it looks like Makinx is taking their mirror and going straight up to Hera and grabbing the ether tablet.
Yeah. Having the hammer, the grey gloves, the mirror, and the moon pearl, you just think there's a lot up here that I can do. Willard has the hook shot for added extra maneuverability, but again, same sort of item set. All of East Death Mountain is available to both our runners.
And right now, actually, the items they have, Swamp Palace is fully clearable because we know what's in the big key chest, or the big chest, so we don't have to worry about that. But right now, it's actually fully clearable, I believe. Or no, I think you need 1 key. Yeah, you need 1 key to get into Swamp.
The single arrow is in the basement. Yeah.
Arrow of Destiny.
And another bad hint, some cash held by someone friendly. That's almost exactly the same as... In fact, it is exactly the same as the other one we had before. which wasn't helpful.
Yep, and that is it for Hera, so it's time to leave. Not much hiding in there. It's time to go to East Death Mountain and see what we can find.
At least 8 checks still available over here. Maybe more if we find something useful like the mitts.
And just 50 rupees hanging out on the floating island up there.
Using sword beams to great effect. Now able to get the chest from outside the spiral cave.
Just a compass.
Yeah, compasses are not the best item, like, at all in this run. Anything else, it might have some sort of small use. I mean, compass, you think of no point.
And now these 7 checks. See what we got today. First 2, we got a heart container, and there's our silver. So we found the bow. This would be an extremely easy seed.
This run is not in hard or expert mode as well, so silvers can be used straight out the back, not just from Ganon fights, so good news.
And these 5 hold small key to Turtle Rock, 10 arrows, 3 bombs. Oh, there's a Mire big key. And another small key for Turtle Rock. Oh,
Game really likes that rock, yeah.
Turtle Rock's all but opened up right now. You find the glove or the mitts and be able to get in there and see what's going on. Check out that hint and maybe it might hold something good. Now I'd say it's time to go check out the village of Outcast in Thieves Town. But without the Thieves Town big key, there's not too much they could do there, but there's still 4 checks they could do.
Yeah, my brain is still a little bit wired to inverted mode. I'm thinking you've got everything you need right now, so Skullwoods is an easy couple of checks. Thieves Town, Village of Outcast is also a nice few checks as well. And then you've got general overworld stuff available as well, so you can spy what's on the Bumper Cave and things like that.
And we're going to Skullwoods first, which makes sense, really. And there's been so many times the fire rod's actually been in Skullwoods, so it doesn't hurt to check it.
Even if it's a pendant dungeon and you're doing pendants only, crystals only, not all dungeons. Sometimes you go into Skullwoods and find that thing that you're looking for, and when you leave it until last, then you think, oh, I could have done this a lot earlier.
Another Ice Palace small key. We don't need the big key for this dungeon, unless it's an item in the big chest. Same as Ice Palace. We just have 300 rupees and just a heart. In chest game.
Recovery heart and 300 rupees. It's lots of money now. All the money.
Ooh, big key. There's our big key for Swamp, which really isn't needed. 50 rupees in the brewery. Well, at least Willard's got money for Zora.
Yeah, and the rest. Goodness. More... no.
There's the best cane in the game.
Cane of Brian, wow.
Yeah. Nothing better than that cane. That cane's helped me out more times than I can count. And there's our final sword upgrade. So Willard, when he goes to Skull Woods, will definitely have Butter Sword early on. So with Butter Sword, silvers. Did Willard not get the silvers? Yeah, he should have because they were in Paradox Cave.
Yeah.
So find the bow, Butter Sword. This will be a real easy game. Already blue mail, so the way it's looking, red mail might not be too far behind.
I think Willard might like as well. Blue came just before going into Thieves Town, so blind is inevitable. It's not thinking, I'm not sure about my health, I might come back here later. You go into that fight and you go, right, I've got everything I need, blind's going down.
So yeah, especially with half magic. And there's our small key for swamps. Now swamp is fully clearable.
Yeah. You don't need the big key to get where you want to go in swamp if you have the hook shot. Everything is fine, and we already know that the big chest has nothing of value for us, so we're not too fussed about finding the big key there.
Yep, and there's our first scanning tower small key.
Oh, well, it's actually taking an intentional death and leaving Thieves Town.
Well, he doesn't have the big key for Thieves Town, so as far as he can go. You only got the first 4 chests open to you.
You have to be in the right mindset for key sanity. You don't just go, oh, there's 4 chests at the front, one of them has the big key. No, not today.
Yeah, with key sanity, you're pretty much guaranteed to double, triple dip dungeons, almost every single one.
People asking what were the bunny sprites for Homer in Willard. That was Devil Homer.
Yep.
We had this in a race earlier this week, and we were just admiring the sprite. And also the complete song, I am Devil Homer, I am Devil Homer. Yeah. Yeah,
the Homer sprite's great, I have to admit. Watched him use it on stream a lot. It's just a great little sprite. Almost got me wanting to use it. Almost. I'm not done checking out all the sprites yet. As soon as Makinx goes over to Stumpy, he'll have his butter sword. They're out there going, and he won't be too far behind it. I'm sure after this checks, he'll go down to the digging game and head over there to Cave 45 and Stumpy.
Swamp Palace big key for Willard, having done the front part of Skullwoods.
Looks like Swamp Palace is going to be the play, because you can clear it now, so...
Problem for Willard right now, he hasn't gone back to Eastern, he hasn't picked up the flippers, so he can't get into Swamp right now. It's the only dungeon which requires use of the flippers, and everything else, like Ice Palace and Maya, you don't have to go in the water. In Maya and Ice Palace, you can fake flipper across, so...
Oh, Willard, you got half a heart. You might as well take the death. Or you're going to do the other side. Okay. Never mind then.
He's going for the pedestal? Oh. That could be useful.
You got the book. You got the mirror. So go ahead and check out pedestal now.
Dark Palace, big key for Makinx.
Ped height. Cannon tower, big key.
Oh.
Aghanim, it's a castle tower key, so it is a ped pull. So it is required to pull ped to be able to beat the game.
The second key, and you need both.
Oh, this one, ped is not dead, so you know it's all dungeons. Still required to pull that ped, so they have to complete Eastern and Meyer. Don't know what the third pendant's going to be just yet.
You're not entertained.
It wasn't pedestal for Guinness Tower, but at least it's pedestal for Aga, so still, it's required. But it is one they can put off till later, so it's not something needed right away.
Yeah, you could probably do it last as everything. You complete Aga 2, you mirror out, you go to the pedestal, pull the pedestal, climb Aga Tower,
Yeah,
defeat Aga 1,
probably.
and then
Probably,
you're right on top of the pyramid in time for Ganon.
probably as soon as they finish up um, Skullwood beating Monty, they'll probably go straight and get that key out of the way if they can. For all we know, Skullwood could be the final pendant. Makinx heading down to the escape, and I don't think Willard went through.
No, he
Check
got the
out
hook
the.
shot there. He didn't get the...
No, I don't think he went to the other chest to the
No, he
dark room.
didn't.
Has the key, but
2 pieces of heart and a hook shot is good enough.
yeah. Willard, where are you going? You have swamp available. I'm going to check see what the 5-6 crystals are. And they are Skullwood and Swamp.
Wow. Dungeons number 2 and 3 hold crystals number 5 and 6.
Looks like going. Where are you going? You only got 1 key for pod right now, so you can't fully clear it. Pyramid Ledge and Catfish. It looks like Makinx is going to that final chest and escape. We'll see what's back there.
Yeah, Pyramid, and then as much of Palace of Darkness as you can do, mirror out and go to Eastern. I think Willard's trying to concentrate all of his checks so that he can go to one area and get a lot of checks done all in succession.
Well, there is 7 checks in Swamp.
Yeah. Once he
normally
gets his slip into
6.
Eastern, I think that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to do all these checks as much as he can, but once he goes into Eastern and he finds the flippers, he goes, ah, that's what I needed. And
Yep, that's probably what he's looking for right now. Makinx already has the flipper, so might be heading straight to Swamp now. And it looks like that's where he's going. Well, we get our catfish check, and probably, as I said, going to route in Zora at the same time. Still can't get the small key over there on the ledge yet. Now, let's see which one of these fishes is going to be nice today, if either one's going to be nice. Saw that pause. I thought Willard's about ready to save and quit right there, which makes no sense. Makinx forgot. Oh yeah, I gotta pull the plug on the water. Just 20 on the catfish.
if you accidentally go into Swamp and you haven't pulled the thing, at least you get the hint, and then you come back out and...
Yeah. Speaking of the swamp hint, let's see what it is today. Yeah, with Key Sandy, there is one guaranteed hint to tell you where Ganon Tower Big Key is. And there is also a guaranteed hint to tell you where the boots are at, but the boots is not going to be technically named boots. It could tell you, or it could be just a unique item. Oh, Zora has the bow.
Ooh.
Now Willard can fully clear Eastern.
Yeah, and with the silver arrows as well, it's going to be a very quick deal. And no required triple dip. This is his second going straight back in. So
Yeah, well, I have to
clear
triple
the
dip.
dungeon. Clear the dungeon. In fact, no, he's going into Palace of Darkness first because we did mention before, same area, get as many checks done as you possibly can. Get that check efficiency up for certain areas. So as much Palace of Darkness as possible, and then Eastern.
And we found 2 keys for Mr. Meyer, but the thing about Mr. Meyer is you can actually do all the checks without getting any small keys. But the keys they drop inside, so small keys really aren't important for Meyer. Helpful, but not important. And actually, with Easter being a vanilla green pendant, he goes straight checks Russell too.
Yeah, extra item check in that location is pretty good.
And our
All
second,
makes sense.
yeah, our second item check in Swamp will be, I guess, a little early on it.
Here's something I didn't consider. Just get Kiki to the front door of Palace of Darkness and then go into Eastern and complete it.
And save him having to open it up later.
So he might not do any of Palace of Darkness, he might just pick up a bomb, walk over the teleport tile and go straight to Sahasrahla afterwards with the green pendant. Save Palace of Darkness until more information.
Right now, at least Willard has the silvers, so as soon as Makinx goes up to Zora, well, the bow as well, but with Willard having the bow and silvers, this Armos fight's gonna be really quick, so if you blink, you'll miss it. Actually, Argus is gonna be a quick fight with Buttersword.
Yeah, you have your option there. You've got Buttersword, you've got Silver Arrow if you want to use that instead for the main fight after you kill all the tiny Argi.
Little cloud bubbles.
Yeah. They're little clouds. Happy little clouds.
Happy but dangerous. Oh, that water bubble just came out and sniped Makinx. Oh, we got a compass for Swamp. Oh, well, that's not helpful.
And 50 rupees, so not great. West side of Swamp. At least we know that the big chest is a bust as well. We don't care about that, so we could just progress to the back of the dungeon and be done with the whole area.
Yeah, with that, Arro's license is down, and there's the green pendant. I missed the item though. Oh, looks like a bottle of blue goo. Say item from Armos Knights.
Okay, here's the Palace of Darkness play. We'll see how far these keys get our player. First chest coming in. Piece to part, so traditional bow lock. But we already have a small key in hand, so we don't care too much. Makinx now headed to two chests underwater, and then bombs and an ice rod. And oh, big hint: fire rod requires the hook shot. We were talking about this earlier on with the daily race. In fact, Willard was the one talking about it. If it requires a hook shot and you don't have golden gloves, it must be in the back of the swamp, because hookshot cave requires gold gloves.
So does that mean Makinx is gonna find maybe both fire and ice rods in here?
If we haven't found the fire rod already, then I'm fairly certain that that means the fire rod is on Argus. So we were talking about this. There are a couple of places which require a hook shot, including Ganon's Tower. But I don't know.
Willard did find the small key, another small key to pod here, so
I could be wrong. I could be completely overstepping, but
oh, of course, fire rod could be locked behind the mitts as well.
no.
Yep.
Big key for Thieves' Hat. Oh, so maybe it is hookshot then. Hookshot side of.
Yeah, hookshot cave is the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah, you don't want it to be in Ganon's Tower, so Hookshot Cave is nicer. Let's be slightly nicer to our runners.
Well, let's see. It can't be in Ganon's Tower because it's required for Skull Wood, so.
Oh, yes, that's what... When we were talking about it earlier on this week, it is because we knew that the Golden Gloves were locked behind fire, and we also knew the lamp was locked behind fire, so with that set of circumstances, if you know the Golden Gloves must be behind the fire rod, then the fire rod can only be in Swamp. So, but we haven't got that confirmation that the Gold Gloves are locked by fire, so that's not the case. Golden Gloves must come first in the logical sequence.
Well, we could find the mitts here and finish up Thieves Town and lead us to Hookshot Cave. So, yeah, it has to be Hookshot Cave. That's the only location that the fire rod can be at. At least we know where both fire rod and the lamp are at.
It also makes an interesting point, now that we know that where the fire rod is in the Hookshot Cave. It also means that the mitts can't be in the dark area because you need to get the mitts to get to the Hookshot Cave. So we won't be finding the mitts in the dark rooms anytime soon.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking it could be here in Thieves Town. I missed, but I believe Willard is still locked out of the left side of pod. Dark maze back there. But Helmasaur is down, and with that, we get
Magic powder.
And a Joe Kent in Thieves Town. And now we know that pod was just a crystal.
So, going back in to Palace of Darkness, still has a green pendant to turn in, and then has all the checks to do in Kakariko / Village of Outcasts with a bottle to turn in with the sick kid.
And there's our Quake in Thieves Town. So 2 to 3 medallions found. It's pretty good chances of having the right medallion for both Meyer and Turtle Rock. But of course, like everything else, we won't find out until we have the meds. And at least having the hammer, you can fully clear Thieves Town, so I don't have to worry about coming back in here anymore. With the items, it looks like I think it was just could have been a single dip. It didn't have to be a double dip. Oh, Willard getting hit behind that, losing the bomb, falling down the hole. And just 10 arrows.
Yeah, 10 arrows in the maiden chest is not great. When you don't have the bow, you're already at 30, you can't carry any more. But we've still got the big chest, and then we've got blind as well.
Ooh, swagnet.
Most important item in the game found. Excellent.
Yep. Can't defeat Aga without the swagnet. And chat mentioning yet the stun prize is 4 bombs.
That's a pretty good stun prize.
So we got a pull for bombs and arrows, and we got a stun prize for more bombs. So don't worry about running out of those.
So far, I've got a compass in the dark maze for Willard. I don't think we were able to see the other item. Oh, it wasn't the dark maze, it was the underground room. already done the dark maze?
Might have been rupees with the pausing menu here. And we just had a key. I didn't catch for which one.
It was the small key for desert, so desert is now available completely.
Well, except for the boss. Still can't get to the boss yet.
Still need a fire rod. But who knows? Maybe we find it in desert now that we've got 2 chests to open up there.
Yeah. Well, no, because we know the fire rod is behind the hook shot, so it's got to be in hook shot cave. We can find the mitts over there.
Logic. Why do you have to get in the way again?
Pretty much.
Where it is. We know where it is, and but it could still be here. It could be on the pedestal. No, we know what's on the pedestal.
Just 10 arrows on Bumper Cave. Well, it could be here on Sarashala. No, because it was. This is actually locked behind fire, so no, it wasn't. Just 20 rupees.
See, this is what happens when you know where both the lamp and the fire rod are, but so many things have now been broken out of the sequence. We don't know where the actual vanilla logic of the game is anymore. It's all gone wrong.
Gotta find the mitts. The mitts is the only thing locking us out from the fire rod. And there's the mitts there in Cemetery Cave. The cave above the pose was hiding the mitts.
This could be a very interesting route now, because he's in the right area to go on through to Catfish, Zora area. And he's got enough money for Zora now, so the bow could be on the way.
And Makinx just doesn't know about the hint yet for the fire rod. So doesn't know that it's behind Hookshot Cave. Question is, will they check that first? Or will they go ahead and take care of Eastern Pod?
Only a bloopy on the Bomb Boss tablet, that's gotta hurt.
He is not knowing that hint. That does open up a lot more things, but it looks like Makinx pulls out that mirror, so we'll be getting our other bow for him as well. Answer question, chat. As of right now, there's no one winning because with this early in the game, as little as we found, it could change at any moment.
Yeah. Guessing the joke hint as well for Willard. The Dig Dogger hates sound. It's a good hint, it's just it's the wrong game.
And there's the bow. Where's Makinx gonna go now? No, we're up here at Death Mountain. We going to Dark Death Mountain? Yep. So Makinx actually gonna find the fire rod before finding the hint. So it's actually a good play. And then they'll be able to go straight over to Tower of Hera and take that out as well. I think you need 3 keys for Turtle Rock. Oh, nope. Makinx says nope. Never mind.
Maya first. Interesting.
I see. Bad rallies. They kept going. They could have had a fire rod and could have come back down here afterwards and taken out Desert Palace. He doesn't know that, but Meyer is quake today. Okay, need 4 Turtle Rock keys to be able to fully clear it. That's the thing about no mode and racings. They don't know what we know. We got an empty bottle and a pod small key for the Meyer shed.
That will be useful. We're also going to get the ledge and Eastern Desert. The other desert. This is the Western Desert.
One of those deserts. There's so many of them. I would say we're gonna go ahead and take that small key and finish up the rest of this part of the desert. Mitts were in the cemetery cave.
Yeah. Graveyard ledge. Oh, big key for... Oh, Ganon's Tower!
That's an item we wanted to search for later on.
Congratulations, everyone. You were all right. The number of the Ganon's Tower big key was 0. You're all winners today.
Just don't get saved to the leaderboard, sorry.
There's 2 more checks done for Desert Palace. So there's only 1 check left, and that's when you get round to killing the boss. We'll need a fire source first.
And check the board we have, just 20 rupees. Yeah, like I said, we know where the fire rod is.
You would hope at this point he would head back up there and get all those Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain checks done, and
yeah, he was going the right way for it.
Information for Turtle Rock, and he picks up 10 bombs from the sick kid instead.
Sick kid was planning on bombing Ganon's Tower himself. Oh, back up Death Mountain, making the right move now. Just don't skip out halfway through again. Answer your question in chat. There was not really specific clue for Hookshot Cave. There was, but there wasn't. It said the fire rod required the hook shot, and it was not in swamp, so the only other place is Hookshot Cave. That's the only reason we know it's going to be in Hookshot Cave. Willard's hoping it's here in swamp, but we'll find the ice rod at least, just not the fire rod. So then he'll know it's up there in Hookshot Cave.
I'm thinking about this now, and whether there are any other locations other than the hookshot that we think it could be. Maya, possibly.
No, I wouldn't say that because logically the boots can be used.
The
So
boots will do it too. Yeah.
Oh, we got the bloomerang. Yeah, I've been trying to think myself, and there is no other spots for that require the hook shot like that. But the moment of truth. In the first chest, we find some bombs. Second chest is going to be some rupees. And there's the fire rod.
Yay! Logic hasn't failed us today.
The compass was for Turtle Rock. All signs point to Turtle Rock, so might have to dip there a little early.
We will have a quick look-see and see, can we get in without Bombos? The answer is no.
No. So now we gotta find Bombos. A 33.3% chance, but failed.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. It's like you're missing 1, so you've got a 1 in 3 chance of not having the right medallion.
Willard picked up Bombos. That might have been what was in the dark room of Pod.
Oh.
I just didn't think about it because Makinx had 2 medallions, so apparently. Wow, so now Willard will have access to it if he gets to it.
This is difficult to call now.
Yeah, it is.
We
It's
can't
just flipping back and forth.
We can't directly say whether one person's winning versus the other one. This person's got clearly superior routing. Or no, that's not the case. It all doesn't matter. We're finding all the progression items, but all in the wrong order, so it could be anyone's game right now.
No,
Yes.
Willard's going to get his Canis Maria.
Bombos Medallion was in the dark room, where there are 2 chests in Palace of Darkness. I think it was the one on the right. I think the one on the left had something else. I think it was a compass. Now Red Cane.
This is going to get more and more interesting, but well, you know, oh no fire, so I'd say Meyer's open, but it's not.
So I think he's going to check shopping mall for the hint.
Yep.
So people often neglect this one because it's a bit out of the way. But we'll see.
And the hint is the unique item is in Turtle Rock. That could be our boots hint.
Looking at what is available on the tracker, boots, cape, shovel and mushroom, I think, can also count for that.
We'll just have to wait and see.
There are not many unique items left in this game, I don't think, because we already
No.
know quite a lot of them, like Silver Arrow has already been picked up, all the items that you see on the tracker, of course. The single arrow was in the basement of Tower of Hera. I think there are very few unique items. That hint could actually be useful. Don't think the bottles count as unique items because there's 4 of them.
No, we found the single arrow. That was in Tower of Hera. Well, you know, actually, it's funny. You won't need the hint to find the Gantar Vicky this time since it's a common check. Willard on a hunt for those mitts. Wow, Makinx is really just clearing dungeons at this point.
Yeah, with the keys he's found, Willard's now going to go back and complete Thieves Town, and Makinx is going to catch up and take care of most of Palace of Darkness. Wow, 5 small keys in this area. That's insane.
Yep. Oh, it's just, let's see. Only thing left now is the boots. Actually, boots aren't really required because you got the hook shot. There wasn't nothing on the torch in desert, so.
Yeah, unless there's something in the Bonk Rocks or the King's Grave, we won't know either of those until we find the boots. But it doesn't look likely for anything that we need right now.
It'd just be nice for speed.
That's true.
It's always nice to go fast when you're in a race.
There's a shovel. Found in Palace of Darkness. Willard picks up Quake.
I'm wondering if maybe Willard did pick up shovel and pod. We might have missed it.
I'm not sure.
We'll find out sooner or
A
later.
lot of the checks which were done in Palace of Darkness are all going to be done in the dark room, so it was difficult to see. And we were also concentrating on Makinx, who's also, I think, clearing Thieves Town and Swamp and Desert at the time as well. So we had a lot of checks on both sides of the screen at once, and it's difficult to keep up sometimes. Also, both of our runners have the flute as well, which occupies the same slot as the shovel, so we wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at the sub-menu either.
No, according to his tracker, did not pick it up.
Oh, Makinx not getting the bomb jump quite correct there. It's a very precise jump, this one. And that's not worked again.
That's why a lot of people use the pause buffer, because you race against time with that falling floor.
Not going to try for it a third time. From what I've heard, it is very precise, so...
Yeah, it's 2 pixel perfect spots. You gotta get the bomb on a pixel perfect spot, and you gotta be standing at the pixel perfect spot.
And that's blind down for Willard. Generally, it is a good fight. And there's his Desert small key. And his complementary crystal.
And the big old grin on Homer's face.
Heart container in the big chest.
Right now, Pod Eastern are both locked behind the lamp or fire rod, so...
Yeah, imagine if none of our runners knew how to do dark rooms without the lamp. We could be here a very, very long time.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm not running, because you will be here for a long time. I know how to get the old man at the Death Mountain, and I know how to do Eastern Palace. That's about all the dark rooms I can do.
Magic Bat has another heart container.
Oh, what much of a curse to give you more life. That bat's getting out of character on this one.
Chat was asking where the Titans mitts were. We found them at the graveyard ledge. Makinx went up that way, and Willard has not been back up that way. That check seems to be in an awkward spot for his routing until he finds the boots, where we don't know where the boots are.
And he's going back in the desert to check there, so he'll be finding his desert big key. And yep, there's confirmation. Bumbles was in that dark room there.
So now we have interesting things going on, because now Turtle Rock is available, and if you can get through finding more keys, you can get all the way to wherever you need to go. Let's have a think about how many keys you need. At least 3 or 4? Can't remember.
4 keys for Turtle Rock.
I would have said 4.
Yeah, I was questioning that earlier, and somebody in chat mentioned it is 4 keys. Of course, you can steal one of them, I believe, instead of checking the big key chest.
That's right. You can kill the pokey, and then if you decide that you don't want to check the chest in the middle of the lava room, then you just steal the key and use that to go into the back. It's useful that even in Key Sanity, anything which drops from underneath a pot or drops in an enemy, they stay the same. They don't get randomized as well. It's only the ones which you find in chests or on top of torches.
Yeah, as soon as Makinx takes out Helmasaur, it'll be a full clear of Pod. So he's at 13 or 14 chests. That's one thing too. The compasses do at least tell you how many item locations you have checked in the dungeons.
And it's also worth remembering as well that the item or heart container that the boss holds, that also counts towards that count. So 13 out of 14, that's a check of every location except for the boss, which is obviously going to happen now.
Willard's doing the thing. He's going up that way. He's doing the thing. He's going to find his mitts. Of course, he's kind of running out of places to go as it is.
I'm wondering how much of a mad dash we're going to see climbing up the mountainside, how many keys you can find to get into Turtle Rock, or even whether you find Turtle Rock keys inside Turtle Rock. That could be interesting as well. But there's the mitt, and the rest of the Dark World access is now available for Willard.
Yep, as of right now, we're needing one castle tower key, which we know is on pedestal for go mode. Skullwood small key can be stolen, so need Tower of Hera big key, and logically the small key. I mean, really, just once pedestal's pulled, that should be go mode for the runners. But we gotta wait on pedestal. Because the key Sandy, you gotta count the keys for go mode this time. And Willard is going straight for Hookshot Cave to get his fire rod.
Meanwhile, Makinx is headed back round and doing all of the Eastern Palace checks, and then remembering that he's already been here once before, so he shouldn't have done that check.
Yep, all you gotta do is go take care of Armos Knights.
That's okay. There's also the big chest check, but that's already happened.
Already got it, yep.
Flippers. But now, with the fire rod, you can progress through the next dark room without any issues.
That is true. Somebody mentioned in chat that Makinx does not know what's on the pedestal yet, so they did not know that Castle Tower Key is there.
In fact, hasn't even been back over in that area after acquiring the fire rod either.
Well,
if you wanted to go into the back of Skull Woods and check what's there, I mean, that's the item to do it with, because you're not getting in any other way unless you want overworld glitches.
yeah, but he'll probably check it. Now he'll probably check it as soon as he take care of Skull Woods. And since you got the mirror, you know you're gonna be doing all dungeons anyway, so you might as well check it, see if you need to come back or not.
Fire rod obtained for Willard now, and he's going into the bunny cave.
And actually, we don't know where the third pendant's at either. We just have the location of the two pendants.
Yeah, I don't think we've had any new maps obtained since the last couple of times we checked. So we still don't know. But we don't get any musical hints either from dungeon music, because that's all randomized too.
Yep, only the map or beating the boss is the only way to know where the... Oh, if Turtle Rock was the other pendant, it's pushing you to it. Speaking of Turtle Rock, Willard's gonna head straight on in there.
Already opened it on his first way through, and now going in and checking the hint. Some cash is held with the fishies.
Yep, we know that Catfish only had 20.
The game has this tendency, which I like to call post-cognition. Precognition, it tells you things ahead of time, so you get to know about them and you can choose what you do with that knowledge. Post-cognition, the game tells you everything that you've done already, and it's very good because hindsight is 20/20. So it's very good at making predictions about things you've already done.
And to answer a question, Chad, about why I need the lamp. The lamp is logically required for any dark room. Whether you can get through it without it or not, logically it's required. I mean, with the tournament, the skill of these runners at this point, basically all of them know their dark rooms. Lamp is just a nice bonus for them to have to be able to get through it quicker. Small key for Ganon's tower.
The more small keys you get, the easier your climb up the tower is. Obviously, you can still get items and things on the way up, and you get the small keys dropped from enemies as well, but the more you have in your possession, the easier your climb is.
The way it's looking right now, don't need to look for anything in Ganon's tower, just go straight up the tower, because everything else needs to be outside of it. Because looking at it, there's nothing they need. I mean, there's our Hera small key, or I'm sorry, big key. But yeah, there's nothing that they need in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, there are no items which are blocking progression anymore. So everything is just keys and finding where they are.
Well, we won't know boots are well, no, boots aren't going to be required unless... No, even big key wise. So no, boots are not required. Let's see. Because there's nothing that could be on Bob's torch that's really required for it. Or in Bonk Rocks or Kingston.
Key, which we know is unique anymore, is the one for Aghanim's Tower. We already know that's the pedestal one.
Yep. Skull Woods, you just need small key. You don't need a big key. Ice Palace, you don't need a big key for. So really, there's nothing that could be really beyond there.
And there are the boots. The boots were in the lava room in Turtle Rock. So now Willard can go fast.
Nice. There's our unique item in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we were wondering, and we didn't know, but there were like only 4 options left for unique item, and it was the boots. So after all, we haven't even found the boots specific hint either. It's a nice modular fight there. And a small key for Turtle Rock. Oh.
All signs point to Turtle Rock, but only the boots were in there. I know it's strange saying only the boots, but...
Continuing on, the blue P in Turtle Rock big chests. You don't want to see money when you're this deep into items in a siege, because money's irrelevant. It doesn't do anything for you. You want all the keys. Last chance for the key for this dungeon, it's Skull Woods.
Oh, looks like Makinx is going to be doing the Mire Desert play now.
Willard's got to make a choice whether he wants to go into the Mimic Cave, and he is. Mimic Cave, and then probably I would suggest Skull Woods at this point, having the Fire Rod and finding another small key available. Hasn't been back to that area since checking the pedestal.
And there's our red mail. Still gotta figure out which is the last pendant. Could be Tower of Hera, because now that's applicable.
I think Tower of Hera probably is, but I don't know. We still haven't seen any new map checks in a long time.
Alright, we'll send a mental request to these runners to do a map check. Come on, do it, do it. Nope, didn't work.
Going into the back of the King's Grave, and some triple booms.
Oh, you know, did I miss it, or did Makinx not check pedestal?
Nope, just vetoed, went straight over to Mire instead.
Ooh, that could be an advantage for Willard.
It's an interesting one when you think you've got a pace and then you don't check the pedestal and then it's completely out of the way. And
That's a lot of other checks. It's all of Ganon's tower and all those other checks for that one castle tower key. And that was not a good thing to really skip.
We did a quick map check there, did our Willard, but no new information, so he may have picked up some maps for the Dark World, but nothing on the screen for Light World dungeons.
And this time, let me go ahead and mention, make sure to give these runners a follow, because they are definitely putting on a very good race for us. This has been a very interesting race.
It's not the easiest of modes either, Key Sanity, so definitely give them a follow.
And double checking Willard's tracker. Still hasn't marked the third pendant either.
Yeah, I think it's blind to everyone, apart from blind, but he can't tell us because he's dead now.
And I don't think Makinx has checked it either. And there's no tracker on Makinx's stream, so...
Yeah, I don't think we've
Yeah.
found any maps, actually. Maybe all the maps are inside Ganon's tower. That's when we'll find out after we've, you know, beaten everything.
Yeah. I mean, we still don't know what desert... Well, desert was a crystal, we just found that out. We don't know Tower of Hera, Ice Palace, or Turtle Rock.
It's a secret to everybody. Correct, chat. Well done. You've been paying attention.
I don't like secrets. They're rude. I need to know.
What are we meant to do when we know everything in the game?
Well, we know Skull Woods is a crystal. Thanks for the map check, even though we've already found that out.
Yeah.
Well, we knew that was yeah, we knew that was one of those.
House of Darkness small key, that's useful after completing it and checking everything. The empty bottle as well, that could actually be useful.
Yeah, with that swag net, catch you a ferry, and there's your safety.
Potions for days. Checkerboard? Don't remember seeing this before. No, it's because it wasn't worth talking about. It's only 20 rupees.
Yeah, somebody mentioned in chat about don't know where the small key for Hera is, and the next person mentioned dig spot maybe. That would be an interesting thing, but if the lamp was actually required, it would hurt Willard for not getting the shovel. But yes, we know where the key to Evil's Bane is. We've already got that. Thank you. I don't think the hints are really going to be useful much anymore. Unless you're looking for the Castle Tower key hint. Which there might not be one.
I don't know if there are any variations for specific modes in Key Sanity. I know that there's one for the Ganon Tower big key, I think, but I don't know if there are any other special ones.
You know, now that you mention it, I can't recall seeing anything about small keys for hints, so... Willard's going to take care of Desert. Little Makinx is finishing up here in Meyer. Finds his fire shield. Not too helpful, but it does help with those little fireballs shooting at you.
Very quick land molars and a map for Skullwoods, confirming that there is definitely a red crystal there, maybe, possibly. We know it's a red crystal. In fact, both of runners know it's a red crystal. One by collection and one by orange bomb check. And it looks like a Maya coming out for Willard as well. Makes sense. Correct area.
Yeah. With those boots, it's going to help him move a little bit faster to catch up.
Nice little check there. Hook shotting across and getting the 3 bombs from that item chest, and then just dropping off, going back to the entrance.
Yeah, it's one way to do it.
It's good when you know where the big key is, and especially in Key Sanity, the big key, you can probably find it before you even step side Misery Mire, so yeah, an interesting way of doing that. Fortunately, nothing of value.
And this dark room giving Makinx a little bit of trouble.
Misery Mire Dark Room has to be probably the worst and or most difficult dark room in the game. It's a
I
city
would
room
agree.
as well. Made it through the first 2 rooms, and now there's the room which has the switch.
At least the switch shows in the dark.
Yeah, unfortunately there's 2 things shooting fireballs at you, and there's a spike in the first part of that room. Difficult to get through, and if you get lost in there, good luck. Just made it through, lined up and hit the switch. The last part of the dark room has to go up and bomb this wall on the north side. Accidentally hit the Stalfos there. Switch reactivated, and now to get past these 2 anti-fairies without taking significant damage, and that's the end of the dark room for Makinx. That was really well done.
It gave him a little bit of trouble getting, but once he found that switch, it was easy enough to get through.
It is a very difficult set of rooms,
And he used the best cane in the game to get through that spike earlier. I really appreciated that. Oh, this will be a quick Vitreous fight, so don't blink.
not that he can, he doesn't have any eyelids. And he's down. Goodbye.
Give us that map. We definitely need that map for another map check.
Ice Palace.
Now we can see what that one is. Let's see, we go.
I see 5 crystals.
Yeah.
So 2 crystal locations and there's 1 pendant location. We're interested in finding out where that pendant is.
No, Makinx will not be in go mode until Makinx gets that castle tower key too. And without the castle tower key, won't be in go mode.
It's not just regular key sanity, it's all dungeons key sanity. All dungeons, that includes castle tower. So you're gonna have to kill Aghanim 1 whether you like it or not. Otherwise Ganon's invincible and you can't complete the game.
Oh, there's a big key hint, so we do have some key hints, but I don't know if Castle Tower small keys hint is gonna be a hint anywhere. As of right now,
we're talking about
looks
that
like
hook shot across, and Willard does the exact same trick. I've not seen that before, but obviously that's a key sanity trick that these runners both know.
oh, there's a Turtle Rock map. So it looks like 2 small keys for Turtle Rock. Actually, 1 because we don't need Laser Bridge. And 1 small key for Castle Tower, and Willard would be in go mode. And 1 Castle Tower key for Makinx, and the big key to Tower of Hera, but him in go mode, I believe. If I'm looking at it right.
Tower of Big... Yeah, Tower of Hera big keys inside Turtle Rock, so... that hint was useful.
At least for Makinx, yeah. Willard, well, he won't worry about it. He already found it. And Willard's already through those dark rooms, but only has 2.5 hearts left. Still has a blue potion. But at this point, won't worry about it because you can turn that anti-fairy, get you a fairy. You can take out Vitreous very quickly, so.
Going for the other strategy that we like to employ here, silver arrows, 1 hit each, or spin slash with a golden sword, and wow, yeah. they drop like flies, which is ironic because they're eyes.
Sorry, Makinx. Slashing the big spike with your sword does not do anything.
Red pendant collection for Willard and the map for Ice Palace. And his next move, Ice maybe? Possibly.
That or Skull Woods. Oh, didn't catch it, but I think Ice might have been a pendant.
Ice was a crystal.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, chat did say before, if Makinx comes into Ice Palace and collects that pendant from Ice Palace, then he could have probably gone for Blind Pedestal before climbing up to Turtle Rock. That doesn't seem like that's going to be the case anymore. This is a crystal dungeon, so he may just head up to Turtle Rock first, and then, I don't know.
Either Turtle Rock or Hera is going to be our last pendant. I think Makinx did find the map in here for Turtle Rock, so...
Yeah, and the hint as well that Tower of Hera Big Key is inside Turtle Rock, so I think that that's not an option. It must be Turtle Rock is his next destination.
Speaking of Tower Hera, Willard's going to go straight and take care of that one. Don't need the lamp because you're done with pretty much all the dark rooms. Only one more in Turtle Rock and Castle Tower ones, which he's already gotten through half of those, so we know that's not going to be difficult. And Makinx possibly heading to Turtle Rock now?
Yeah, I don't see where else he would possibly want to go.
Well, if he checks that single chest in the lava pit, that'll at least give him the boots so he can move a little quicker. Oh, there's the map to Ganon's Tower, so now we know where the big pig is at.
Yeah, we can just find out whether that's a crystal or pendant dungeon as well.
Oh, that Dead Rock was not playing nice with Makinx.
So this is the knife edge now for Willard. He gets to find out, is this the last pendant, or we get to find out this is a crystal and we know that the pendant's at Turtle Rock after all. Gold sword, 2 hits, blam blam, down goes the troll door.
He only has... Ooh, big key for ice, maybe. Oh, Skullwoods.
And
there's our final pendant. Now Willard can go pull that ped and get his Castle Tower key.
So what remains here for Willard? Skullwoods is completable. Ice Palace is completable, even with the keys he has.
Needs 2 small keys for Turtle Rock, or 1 because you don't need Laser Bridge, I believe. Unless somebody in chat can correct me, I think Willard just needs 1 small key for Turtle Rock to complete it.
Might need a second. I'm just thinking because he did the lava chest and got the boots. So, in either case,
you do need 1 to get through the chain or get past that 1 room. 2, yeah, he does need 2 more. 1 could be on Laser Bridge. Could there be? There could be a small key in Ganon's Tower as well, which would just be evil. But it is Ganon's Tower, so.
I don't think it can. Turtle Rock's the last crystal, so.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
That is evil, though. It's like Turtle Rock and putting a Turtle Rock key on Laser Bridge, like in any ordinary vanilla game.
Well, with 3 keys here, Makinx can find out for us.
Bomb jumping across.
We know this is heart piece from the hint, or heart from the hint, but it's hard to remember all these hints sometimes, so you go and check just in case.
There's the big key for Tower of Hera from Makinx. So Hera's now completable as well.
Yeah, boy, it's looking. It's going to be on Laser Bridge for the small key of Turtle Rock.
I don't know. I can't think of any other
There's
locations which we haven't
got to
checked.
be one more still because Willard needs. Oh wait, where did Makinx find that third key at? I forget. Skull Woods. I think it was on Mothula.
Yeah, if it's on Mothula Actual, then Willard's gonna get his stuff now. Gonna pull the pedestal and get the castle key, and then
Basically in God mode, just once he finds that last key.
yeah, possibly assumes that I've done every other possible location. I feel good about that last key being in Turtle Rock itself. I don't know. It sounds dicey.
Yeah.
Because it is.
But there's not much else. He's probably gonna check Ice Palace first.
Yeah, oh, that's a point though. Makinx just went straight to Cold Stare, didn't check for many of the places inside.
Oh, that's right.
Palette. So he may have missed a trick here, because that key could actually be in one of the checks that he didn't do.
Makinx is not checking the lava chest either. The vanilla big key chest. And skipping that chest, skipping a bunch of other chests, but has not found the second castle tower key. So
no, he's skipping a lot of chests because he's now confident he can just go straight to the boss and clear it. And that's good enough.
He'll find out. Still gotta find that castle tower key. And Willard is pulling the pedestal.
And there's the key in hand, so Aga 1 is now on the cards.
And now Willard can take care of Aga 1 at the very end and route that in with cannon.
Yeah, there's no items to be gained. Oh, Lonely Compass. Left behind and forgotten. Although... he's going to check the Lumberjack now.
I thought he checked it earlier. No, there was Makinx that checked it earlier. That's right.
Yeah. I can't remember what the check was, but we'll soon find out.
Heart, I believe.
Yeah. Shame. Suddenly leave Aghanim until the very end and then remember, oh wait, no, there is a reason you do Aghanim. There is one check that it unlocks.
Time for Ice Palace, maybe, for Willard? Nope. Where is Willard going next?
Did he get the hint for Pyramid Fairy? I don't think he did.
Nope, he's going to get Pyramid Fairy.
Crystal in hand for Makinx. That was a decent Trinex fight.
That gold sword just makes, well, besides it looking like butter, it cuts through everything like hot butter, or hot knife through butter. And Makinx is go ahead and take care of Tower of Hera, and probably gonna go through and take care of Aga 2, then look out for the Castle Tower key.
Yeah. He might actually just go into Ganon's Tower right now as well, because he's got the crystals in hand, he can open it up, and then do some exploration and see whether he can find anything in there. But no, I mean, yeah, why not? Tower of Hera's right here as well, do everything.
Yeah, he's probably gambling that Ganon's Tower is going to have the key because there's so many checks in Ganon Tower.
Big key for Ice Palace. Ice Palace big key. So that only does one thing with the Ice Palace barn jump, and that gives us the big chest in Ice Palace. So maybe this is the turning point of the race. We'll have to find out.
Well, we still don't know where that last key is for Willard. In a way, we're in no mode, but we don't because we don't know where the last key is for Willard to get through. Once Willard finds that key, he will be in go mode. Once Makinx gets over to the ped, then he will be in go mode. So they each need just one key to go into go mode.
One we know about and one we don't know about. There's a big key for Skullards.
Oh, now you got your pedestal. Once you gonna go... Nope, probably gonna go into Gannis Tower. No, Makinx has not been over to check pedestal yet. So Makinx does not know that the Castle Tower key is on pedestal. He's betting on Gannis Tower now.
So we're playing the information game now. We know, and Willard knows, that the Hyrule Castle second key, Castle Tower second key, was on the pedestal. Makinx, in the meantime, does not know this, but has completed every one of the 10 main dungeons. Last has to kill Aga 1, Aga 2, and the pig himself, Ganon, to complete the game.
Sorry, Splashaline. You're wrong. The guess today for the big key was 0 because it was not in Gannis Tower.
Everyone was a winner before they even guessed. It's amazing.
Even the ones just now entering were winners. Yes, Elminster, way Makinx been playing. He apparently thinks he's in go mode for the past, probably 10-20 minutes, like I said in chat. He's been go moding dungeons since Ice Palace.
He may have forgotten that it is all dungeons and not just, you know...
No, because he cleared Ice Palace, though that was the last pedant.
Ice Palace was a crystal.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tower of Hera.
Tower of Hera.
Yeah. So...
To be
he's
fair,
making the climb.
When I did my first 4 dungeon seed, I've also forgot that Aghanim 1 counts. It counts in the traditional sense of, you know, here's a dungeon, here's your reward, here's your heart container for doing things. But he actually does count.
And he's making the climb to Aga too, so maybe he's gonna go ahead and clear out Aga 2 now, then search, but he's left a lot of stones unturned.
Already through
Unless
and onto Lambolas 2.
It is possible he might have misclicked on his tracker and it has his tracker marked for 2 keys if we don't know it. Because his tracker's not on the street. So that is a possibility too. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Definitely giving Willard a chance to catch up to the last 2 dungeons. Yeah, and WillardJBradley is now in go mode. He's found the 4th Turtle Rock key. So Willard is now in go mode.
1 hour 49 minutes. That's a long time, but this is a very complex variation set, so not unexpected.
The lamp was in basement of Tower of Hera.
Yeah, no one wanted to pick that up. It was left behind just like the single arrow. No one wants to pick that up either. Troll Dorm 2 for Makinx.
That was a very, very clean cold stare fight.
Oh, yeah.
Kept them all nice and tight. Yep, nice tight in that corner.
Regulation kill, very nice.
Yep, and there's Makinx skipped more chests, so Makinx has to think he's in go mode.
So here's the danger as well now. Willard, his last 3 dungeons are Aga 1 in Aghanim Tower, Aga 2 in Ganon's Tower, and completing Turtle Rock Trinex. And all of those are, you know, very quick to get one after the other. So Turtle Rock straight to Ganon's Tower after you complete Aga 2, as we're just seeing on Makinx's stream, will deposit you on top of the pyramid. Quick mirror out takes you back to Hyrule Castle Tower, and it's all very straightforward and linear from Willard's perspective.
Well, we got a Ganon fight going on right now as Willard is heading up to Turtle Rock. Oh, nope, no Ganon. That's right, can't do Ganon, you gotta defeat Aga.
If you jump into the fight and you talk to Ganon, he will actually claim he is invincible. That is your warning check to not continue the fight, because if you do, he is actually unkillable when you get to the phase 4 of the final fight. It looks as though he's going to try climbing now.
And with Willard having most of the doors unlocked and just skipped straight through a lot of this stuff. And Makinx realizing, I ain't got a key. Where's that key?
And yeah, he's now realised that the mistake he's made. He's just down a key, and you need 2 to climb the tower all the way to the top. He only had the 1, and he used it earlier. But you do need both. And I don't know where he's thinking he should check now.
Hey, he got dead rock. Man, they are not playing nice with him this time.
If you were Makinx right now, where would you consider looking? Because you've skipped Ice Palace and Ganon's Tower entirely?
Yeah, Ped would be the last thing on my mind, really. That's one check compared to all the other checks that's been skipped.
Yeah, Ganon's Tower, chat is correctly pointing out, is the best dungeon in the whole game for item potential, because, what, 26 item spots?
Yeah.
26, 27, I can't remember. I think it's 26.
He used up his keys going up, climbing the tower. I don't think he collected any more, so I think he might be out of keys to really check in too many spots.
Yeah. The good news is you can just go straight all the way up and do all of those checks instead, but then
he's going to get his tower.
You still have to go down and route the whole basement.
Now he's going back in to get his tower, hoping it'll be in there.
Well, it's got the cane dash going on, and already the room before the boss fight.
Ganon Tower does make most sense when you don't know where it's at, because there's so many checks in here. You can't fault him for checking where he's checking now. And yep, he is out of keys, so now it's just on the hunt. Very clean Trinex so far by Willard. That was very clean taking out those 2 heads.
They didn't really get a chance to get going, just murdered them outright. Already menuing for the hookshot.
Oh, there's a mushroom.
Oh, that opens a can of worms now, because you're now going back into Ganon's Tower. That gives you the mushroom, which hasn't been collected previously. It gives you the shovel, which he hasn't turned in at all.
Yep, I hope everybody likes Fetch Quest. That
doesn't know
Willard
where
has
the
gotten
rooms
his
are.
last crystal, so now it's time to go to Ganon's Tower.
10 bosses slain, only 3 to go, and they're the big bad trio: Aga 1, Aga 2, and Ganon.
Oh, we can't put off the little mini bosses. Troldorm 2 and Lamolus 2. They gotta get some kind of credit.
Makinx is now headed over the hookshot across to the rooms before Randomizer room. Run out of keys, so he's got Hope room and he's got the rest of the Ascent to check. That's 7 chests.
I don't know, I've honestly lost count.
2 in the Hope room and 5 upstairs.
Ooh, running low on health there. Gotta watch it. Well, we can say this. Both runners are in Ganon's Tower at this time.
There is a danger to this gamble as well, because the Ascent is a time sink, so...
Oh, they just high-fived each other. Now they're following each other. Go and check that Moldorm 2 chest. Possibly as well. Oh, there is, I think 2 other chests maybe up here, or no?
Let's remind ourselves of this. There's
3. 2 with the little mini helmets in there. And then
1 in the next
Moldorm
room,
2.
and then the Moldorm chest as well, so that's at least 4. Oh yeah, there's 23 locations in the basement, but no one ever checks location 23 because that's the big chest. So there are 4 upstairs, 2 in the Helmasaur room, and 2 rooms after that you have the room with the 2 anti-fairies, the room before the Moldorm fight, and then you have the final chest after the Moldorm fight.
And this second climb for Makinx is not being easy on him. It's really giving him a hard time.
Yeah, blue potion deployed. He's gonna have to fight his way through Lambo 2 very quickly.
He'll be able to skip Moldorm 2 at least because he used the hook shot right across.
Yeah.
No, he didn't open the chest, so now that chest is closed. He's got to beat Moldorm 2 again.
Does not really want to see any more tower, Ganon's Tower keys, because if he does, then it opens up more exploration possibilities in the basement area, and that's not something you want when you're searching for the last key for a different dungeon.
And Willard's on his Moldorm 2 fight.
Leading the way, and yep, very nice Trolldorm kill. It's relatively straightforward with a golden sword, but
yep. And looking at the count too, I just noticed Willard's count is 0 out of 27 chests for Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, absolutely no checks required. Everything in possession to clear the game right now.
And you mentioned it, but here's his Ganon Tower key, so now it's over to the right side.
Meanwhile, the Aga fight coming out, the first of 3 important boss fights for Willard. Oh,
nice
was a
triple.
Nice triple!
One more hit and Aga 2 is down. There it goes.
Mirror acquired, ready to go up the castle tower to fight his first form and kill him in the past before he killed him now in the future. Hey, what?
No cape, so we don't get to see the nice strat for the tower room, but we are seeing tower room.
Because here's the danger. Do you use that small key to keep on going to the compass room, or do you wait and see what this is right now and do all of these checks in one go?
Yeah, he's going to do all these checks in one go.
That's what I would do.
You already went this far.
Heart container. 4 more checks when he gets to compass room.
Willard just disappeared, take care of the dark rooms.
Bee in a bottle. A key for Misery Maya. Piece of heart and another piece of heart. That's the end of the compass room.
We got Armos Knight's chest and the big chest left, I believe.
Yeah, if you can get there, you've got, let's see, Bob's chest, the 3 chests behind Disney on Ice, and then you've got the big chest.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard Disney on Ice. I gotta remember that one.
Yeah, that's what I've called Armos 2 for a very long time, and people are starting to pick up on it now, but it's a fun one. It's when you get too far and you start calling Armos 1 Disney on Ice without ice that people start going, hold on, you've gone too far with this joke now.
Oh no, that's not too far.
Well, we're going to say hi to everyone's favourite broken anti-fairy, Bob, in a second. But meanwhile, we get to say hi and bye to Zelda as well. Hi, Bob. Bye, Zelda.
And apparently that Bob just destroyed Bob for that fairy. Oh, look, here's Bob's cousin.
Bob does magic. Did you know? He does a magic trick. Ah, you thought you got me. I'm actually over here.
There's 1. How many blue balls do you think? I'm guessing 5 blue balls.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna go low. I think it's gonna be 2. Lower than average.
Oh yeah, next one is. Let's see if this is gonna be 1.
Oh wow,
Well,
0 on the first cycle. So
and the next one's gonna be a guaranteed regular ball. So
yeah, so it all comes down. After the first shot is always energy. The next 3 are all 50-50.
yeah, so it's definitely not gonna be no 5. Oh, we got
There's
1. Oh, you found a small key to Ganon's tower and the big chest.
No.
You got your 2 blue balls. Can we go 3? Yeah, we got 3 at least.
And that's gonna
That's
be
it.
the maximum. Average number for a fight, apparently.
Unless, of course, he botches this and messes it. Which, no, he didn't. Now it's time for everyone's favorite big pig.
Gets the free heal from killing Aga 1, and straight into the pig fight. And we get a nice little bit of Zelda 2 lore. Off to a flying start, already straight through phase 2.
Gotta love that butter sword.
Yeah, Lincoln, you missed phase 1 because it ended so quickly. Now, wow, already a slash off on phase 3 as well. 4 hits here required.
Oh, Makinx is making his way to the rando room. Forgot about this room.
We have a room named after us, and we forgot about it. Terrible.
Shame on us.
Heart container, arrows. compass for Tower of Hera, and a big 20. Only 3 chests left to check.
Yep, so we found the big chest, which just had a small key, so... As you like to say, Disney on Ice. Nope, now it's time to leave. Nice torch glitch. And there's the final hit. As long as he makes it across this bridge, Willard has it. And with that, Willard Bradley has won with an official SRL time of... Oh, I missed it. Okay, with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 26 seconds. And sorry to say this, but looks like Makinx has forfeited too. So Makinx is done with his race as well. See if we can get them both in here for chat. Hey, Willard, GG.
Hey, GG.
That was a nice race you did. Very clean.
Debatable, but I'll take the compliment. I already know what I did wrong, and I know y'all know what I did wrong, and I...
Well, let's see if you're thinking what we're thinking. What'd you do wrong?
That lava chest wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't, but it was. In a way, it wasn't, but it was. You still found the key in Ice Palace, and you had to go through there anyway, so...
Yeah. I mean... At that point, I was T-Rock small keys away from go mode. Boots didn't lead to any more T-Rock small keys, so I already knew that was a huge time loss, because after Skull Woods, I would have been able to just go mode Ice Palace and save time, and I just muscle memoried into opening up that door just because I don't really play too much key sanity, so I was too busy like focusing on, because I kept missing the pokey, and I got it. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. Oh.
And welcome Makinx, GG.
GG's, thank you.
Well, it was rough on that last key.
Yeah, that was a little silly. I just go-moded the game, completely forgetting about the last Castle Tower key. Which is ironic, because right before the match I was joking about it. It was going to be the go-mode item.
Oh, wow.
I think we were joking about that in the commentary booth as well. It's all dungeons, key sanity, it could be anything, is going to be Castle Tower key, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, it had to be on ped.
Yeah, so I heard after the match that it was on the pedestal. It was stupid of me not to check that when I came out of Skullwoods, because when I did Skullwoods, I was not in go mode yet. At least in my mind, I wasn't in go mode yet either. So I don't know why I didn't check it. Just forgot about it.
We'll check that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it would have saved me probably, because then it would have been on my mind that I still needed that one key.
Yes, Willard checked that fairly early, didn't you?
Yeah, because I routed weird. The thing is, when you have the flute, you can kind of route really weird at the beginning of the game. So like I skipped Lost Woods initially to go check some other stuff, and then when I came back, I did the 2 in Lost Woods, and then I'm pretty sure I checked the pedestal before flute and elsewhere. So
yeah, you went as soon as you checked your items in Skull Woods, you went straight up there and checked the pedestal. That early book kind of helped out in a way.
Yeah, helped and hurt.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all right, I'm going to go do desert. Maybe there's a fire source in here. And then I was like, I have literally 0 keys for this dungeon. And then it's like, oh, great. Eastern Palace, big key. And you go back to Eastern Palace.
Well, you did find the hint in Pi, because you dipped it early, letting you know that the fire rod was locked behind a hook shot. Once you went through the swamp, you knew it wasn't there. Now, Makinx didn't find that hint, and at first looked like he was going to go over that way, stopped before the bridge, and it's like, nope, I'm fluting out. They were like, wait, where are you going? And then afterwards, he went back, so he found it without the hints, at least so.
Yeah, it was an interesting start, especially with the... Because apparently I was the only one that sequence broke the gloves, and from Hobo, so I kind of was able to pinpoint where those flippers were going to be, just because I was like, all right, well... I know exactly where it has to be. And then when I got that hint for Fire Out, I was like, well, here's hoping that is in the back of Swamp. So that was kind of, especially after getting the Swamp Key in Thieves, I think in the first 4 or somewhere.
Something like that.
I was hoping it was there. Mitts were extremely late for me because it was stupid Graveyard Ledge. But
Yeah. We saw you running around like chicken with your head cut off looking for him.
mhm. Actually, wait. I think I stand corrected. I think I checked pedestal after my first time going up into Skull Woods area. Yeah, because I remember mirroring and walking over. So that's
Yeah.
the correction. I checked
You
it then,
left
and
out
that's why I didn't go to Graveyard Ledge, because I went back to Ped and then mirrored out or fluted away. So
Yeah. And
Sorry
then
about
you
that.
went out and checked the pedestal, not having the fire rod to get into the back of Skull Woods, and then we decided, well, there's nothing up in that Dark World area now by Graveyard Ledge until you find the boots, and then you can do similar checks in that area, and so it was kind of out of the way for what you wanted to do with the rest of your routing.
Yeah, that was basically my thought process. One thing I was really happy about, despite my dumbs, was doing the Pyramid Catfish Zora play before going back to Eastern or Pod. And I literally, as Zora was about to drop the item, I was like, give me bow. And then it gave me bow. And I had a laugh out loud for that one. And getting to finish both Eastern and Pod on my first trip there, which is really risky when you only go into Pod with one key and leave 3 items behind. But it's kind of the fun part about going into Pod and Key Sanity when you have the bow.
And the only thing you really left behind was the shovel.
Aw, dang.
So that was really the only thing you left in there.
All right.
That gives you your 2 wins to move ahead onto the next stage. And don't know who you're going to be facing just yet.
The winner of Zero Rush and Bonta. I believe Zero Rush is up 1-0, 1 game right now.
Yeah.
I don't know when their next race is. I don't anticipate making top 8. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. We'll see.
Actually, their next game is tomorrow.
Yep. Just saw that.
But we know the drawback each of you had for the match there. I mean, I'm guessing y'all appreciated the nice early sword, early flute, stuff like that.
Yeah, Butter Sword for me was what, Skull Woods, I think.
Yeah, and for Makinx was Stumpy.
Yeah.
It was nice also getting Master Sword fairly early, and I went ahead and routed in the Castle Tower check without Lamp. I was like, give me something good. And it gave me both the map and Compass to Eastern, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, again, GG to both of y'all. You both put on a very good race. I mean, really, we can't complain about the race because y'all both put on a very good race for us.
Yeah, just one critical error, I guess, not checking pedestal. That's the only thing I should have done different in this one.
And it's one item when you had a bunch of other locations, and even at the end when you went back into Ganon's Tower. I mean, really, with all those locations there, you really couldn't say, no, you shouldn't go there, because if you don't know, that's pretty much the best choice to go.
Yeah,
I'm just
the most item dense location, so that's why I went back there. But it's also very time consuming to go back up Ganon's Tower for the second time,
especially when you find another small key in the big chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see you standing there. It's like, oh, he did not like that.
I'm just glad there wasn't another T-Rock key in Pod. That was the last place I was going to go back to, in my opinion. So it was nice being able to skip out on those 3.
Well, you find the boots, though, even though it puts you a key behind, it definitely helped you catch up.
Not worth it. Not worth it. I would rather not have boots.
All right, fine.
Because then I could have just killed Moth, got my last key, hit go mode, could have go moded Ice Palace, and skipped Pyramid Ferry and a couple other overworld checks. That would have definitely been a much faster situation.
Yeah, true. Faster, but still would.
Either way, GG's Makinx. I still find it funny that we ended up facing each other again in the brackets after our group stage, which is kind of both good and bad, because I enjoyed our races in the group stages, but it's like, enough of this, come on. But
yeah, definitely.
Was a good time, so GG's, man. Hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah, sure. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
Yeah, 12 Thought, you got anything else to add?
I don't have anything else to add, really. Thank you both for letting us see these games and for keeping it. It was we couldn't call it was one way or the other. Like for the whole race, it was very interesting to cast a game where we had no idea who was going to come out on top at the end of this. So thanks for both of you for running.
Yeah, it took right to the end when we realized Makinx was going through go mode at the end. We're like, we really didn't know up to that point who was going to do what.
That's Key Sandy for you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for commentating and tracking, and for Speed Gaming hosting us on SG6. What a rare opportunity. What an honor. Thank you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep, see ya. And once again, everybody in chat, I want to remind y'all to give these two runners a follow. Definitely some great runners. Make sure to also give a co-commentator, 12th Doc, a follow, and Falcon, our tracker, who did a tremendous job, especially when there's a bunch of chaos going left and right with all the items found. Key Sandy's never an easy thing to really track. And coming up on it's like Speed Gaming 1 at 10 p.m. There's a Zelda 1 Rando weekly race going on. And tomorrow we have a few races set up, not set up for any certain channels, but we have a few races up tomorrow. We got Link to the Past, the daily, a messenger race, more tournament races for Link to the Past, Portal, SteamWorld Dig, looks like. I think that's about it. So unless nobody else has anything to say, thank you all for joining. It was a great race, and we'll see y'all again next time.